Do you think locals will come to this ancient city? Hello, I am Yiji. Today is interesting. I will introduce you to a tourist attraction that neither locals nor outsiders visit, Dayong Ancient City. As you can see, it is a weekend night, yet there is no one in this ancient city. After walking around, I found that this tavern has the most people. First, take a look at the side. Construction of this place only began in 2016, meaning it was built not long ago. It was reconstructed on the original site. The old Dayong ancient city that once stood here should have had a history of more than 600 years. Zhangjiajie was originally called Dayong, and this place is Dayong Ancient City. I went inside to take a look. There were very few tourists, and it was very quiet. What are these houses for? This house is very strange, and the one in the middle is even stranger. My family, I am now in the center of Zhangjiajie City. Why is there no one here? Because this place is called Dayong Ancient City. The project cost 2.7 billion yuan. Since its construction, there have been few tourists and no open shops. This may be related to the masks. Now, this ancient city is said to be the first ancient city to be auctioned. Dayong Ancient City is located in the central area of Zhangjiajie City. It is the largest single investment urban tourism and cultural project in Zhangjiajie. Construction began in June 2016 and took 6 years to complete. However, in just over 3 years, it went bankrupt and underwent restructuring, accumulating losses of more than 500 million yuan. In the first half of 2024, only about 2,300 people purchased tickets for Dayong Ancient City, averaging fewer than 20 visitors per day. This bleak business situation has left many netizens sighing. I am now in the very center of Zhangjiajie, at Dayong Ancient City, which is deserted. Opposite is the food street at the south gate, which is also empty. This is the most prosperous area of our entire street. As I walked around tonight, I saw few people eating, few tourists, and few local citizens. In fact, such projects are common in China. Huge sums of money have been invested, yet the operational results are very poor. If you examine the reasons, most of them involve the development of ancient towns and traditional cultural IPs, but there is nothing new. If the cultural IP is not strong enough, can it succeed simply by investing 1 or 2 billion and relying on enthusiasm? Consumers do not buy into it. The fate of Dayong Ancient Town is not an isolated case, but a reflection of countless artificial ancient towns across China. Today, as industries across mainland China face a wave of bankruptcies, thousands of mass-produced artificial ancient towns are shutting down one after another, collapsing intensively and turning into ghost towns. Each ancient town has seen investments of billions or even tens of billions. Yet in the end, no one cares about them, and they become unfinished projects. Look at the ancient town of Zhouzhuang. There is no one here, and the streets are empty. You can see how bleak our place is, yet our rent is still hundreds of thousands per year. What should we do? Can you give me some advice? There is no one here this morning. What is this water town called? Ye Ancient Town, Ye People. Ancient Town. This place is really not suitable for daytime visits. There is no one here. We walked around and felt very depressed. This is the worst ancient town I have ever seen. It was built with an investment of 5 billion yuan, yet now it has become an empty town without a single tourist. This is also the prototype of Taohuayuan Ming's Peach Blossom Spring. There are only 2 of us in this huge ancient town. All the shops are closed. There is no business. The courtyard is overgrown with weeds. All the stairs are rusted. This is the largest ancient town of Taohuayuan, built by Chengde City at a huge cost. So far, what is its best feature? That this ancient town is the quietest. Taohuayuan. ancient town is located on the edge of Taohuayuan scenic area, about 50 kilometers southwest of Changde City, Hunan Province. The first phase of the project was completed in May 2017. Official data shows that Taohuayuan Ancient Town covers an area of about 1,600 mu, with a core scenic area of more than 400,000 square meters, integrating specialty restaurants, five-star hotels, boutique inns, Ming and Qing dynasty-style commercial streets, Chinese courtyards, and scenic area apartments, with an investment of 5 billion yuan. Now, the ancient town has become an empty city, and many people who invested in shops or apartments in Taohuayuan Ancient Town have lost all their money, or even their homes. Today, I came to Taiping Ancient Town in Quanjiao County. This is the second deserted ancient town I have seen. The last one was Yaowan Ancient Town, which was also deserted. After entering, you can see that there is no one at all. To be honest, the interior is quite nice. The ticket used to cost 40 yuan. Tongli Ancient Town, one of the 4 ancient towns in Jiangnan, is now deserted, even on a weekend. Look, there are almost no people on this street. The restaurants on both sides of the road are empty. This bar used to have good business, but now it has closed down and no one is there. The one opposite has also closed down, leaving the area deserted. I remember this street being particularly lively a few years ago. Now, as you can see, almost all the shops on the left have shut down. This afternoon, I went to Qingshui Old Street for a visit. The shops here are really nice, and they all have a retro style. It's a pity that there is no one here. Really, no one. Let me show you. There are only 4 of us. We must have come at the wrong time. It's so beautiful, but where is everyone? China has more than 2,800 characteristic towns, ranking first in the world. For example, Wuzhen and Lijiang Ancient Town have provided visitors with deeply cultural experiences. In previous years, ancient town tourism set off a nationwide craze from south to north. Even the gentle Jiangnan water towns became bustling rural markets. But now these ancient towns, which once saw investments of hundreds of millions and were once thriving, can barely attract any tourists at all. Hello everyone, this is Kangcheng Ancient Town in Songjiang. Since the Ming Dynasty, Kangcheng has been an important hub for grain transport. It was the largest grain storage site and the starting point of grain transport in Songjiang Prefecture. This is the most lively old street in Kangcheng, Zhongshan West Road. This road used to be bustling and prosperous. Now, with the renovation of the old city, its former glory has long disappeared. Jiexu Zhanglan Ancient Town. This is the antique city of Zhanglan Ancient Town. Take a look around. There aren't many antiques inside and business is slow. It doesn't feel much like an antique city. Datu Ancient Town declined after just 1 year of operation. Today, it is deserted and desolate. Walking alone through the ancient town feels somewhat eerie. Once prosperous shops are now dilapidated, flowers and willows have withered, and dust fills the air. Yet you can still catch glimpses of its past prosperity in the exquisitely crafted plaques. The once popular ancient town has become a deserted city. Many characteristic towns, built with emptied savings, have collapsed in batches, leaving investors bankrupt and in despair. For example, the Baiheyuan folk culture village in Lantian, Shanxi, was demolished just 4 years after opening due to a lack of visitors. The Changtan water village in Chengdu is now deserted, and nearby villagers have even begun reclaiming land to grow vegetables. Jinan Songfeng Ancient City, with an investment of 4 billion yuan and built to meet national 5A-level scenic spot standards, has drawn much attention since construction began in 2019. In 2020, it was even listed as a star project in Shandong Province. According to the plan, the project was expected to attract more than 5 million tourists annually within 2 years of completion. However, more than 5 years have passed, and the first phase remains unfinished. The park is overgrown with weeds, turning into a wasteland. It's so deserted and quiet. The ancient city of Zunyi should be more beautiful at night, right? When the colorful lights turn on, it should look even better. But it feels lifeless. These shops are empty, and the silence is overwhelming. This is the impression of the ancient city. There is a restaurant inside. Can you believe it? The shabby building in front of you is abandoned, overgrown with weeds, and left unfinished. This is Yiyang Jiangnan Ancient City, located in Kangshipu Town, Heishan District, Yiyang City. Construction began in 2014, originally planned to be a 5 A-level scenic spot, but for some unknown reason, the project was shelved. An incredible turn of events. Now, the unfinished Jiangnan Ancient City feels eerie and unsettling even in broad daylight, yet it has become a check-in and adventure spot for travel enthusiasts. With so many ancient towns emerging over the past decade, the outcome is predictable: an oversupply of tourism resources. Today, with China's sluggish economy and weak consumer spending, the number of tourists nationwide is pitifully low. As a result, these ancient towns are inevitably fading into obscurity.